자 이제 마법 동물 수업 시작.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
쓰다듬기는 아날로그 스틱 오른쪽으로. 그다음 이거. B.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
또 오른쪽에서 이거 A.
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
자막이 너무 빨리 지나갔다 방금.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald.
리즈에게 먹이를 주세요. 이제 먹이 줘볼까?
The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
재밌었어요.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps.
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Psst, psst. Over here.
Did you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
흥미롭게 들리는걸?
You've intrigued me. Very well, lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
포피와 함께
I wouldn't
가세요.
take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
인사를 또 해야 돼? 인사를 몇 번 하는 거야?
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
먹이가 다 똑같아. 먹이가 다 똑같아.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
정말 멋진 친구더라.
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howard mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
뭔가 수상한데?
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
그래, 알아보는 게 좋겠어.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
자, 그러면 다음 퀘스트. 달빛 아래 관리인의 한숨. 잠깐 저거.
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business.
그냥 순간 이동하는 게 더 나으려나? 한번 봐야 되겠어요. 순간 이동합시다. 걸어가려면 한참 걸리겠네. 여기로 이동.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I only speak up in classes where the teacher.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
대기.
Revelio.
정체 드러내기는 뭐지? 일단 얘하고 얘기합시다.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Go on, take the moon. Oh, odd odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
기꺼이 도울게요.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
열쇠 그거 하는 거네. 오케이. 야, B까지. 됐다. 알로호모라. 자, 그러면 바꿔야죠. 어디 있어? 열쇠. 열쇠 여는 게 어떤 거지? 아, 이거지 열쇠. 자물쇠에서 그냥 X 누르면 되는구나.
Alahomora.
L과 R을 사용해서 불꽃을 움직이고 두 개의 기어가 활성화되어 잠금이 풀릴 때까지 다이얼을 돌리세요. 지금 된 거 아닌가? 어? 아, 딱 고정시켜 놓고.
Well done! You're in! Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one can find you. This is a restricted area of the castle after all.
그러니까 그 저기 돌리는 걸 고정시켜 놓고 하나는 고정시켜 놓고 이렇게 돌리면서 이게 진동 오는 걸로 또 알 수가 있네요. 일단 투영이 어떤 거였지? 아, 이게 투영이지. 그리고 공격 마법. 레벨리오를 시전하여 실세와 적의 위치를 알아내면 상황을 파악하고 발각되지 않는 상태를 유지할 수 있습니다.
Revelio.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between our kind.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
이렇게 계속 움직이고 있는 동안에 아 이렇게
They're preparing for a rebellion. Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and Hislop wouldn't
Revelio.
if the ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins found a hand in his house. Or helm, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion. My marching Professor Hecat's class is superb. I don't think that's what that class is for. Why don't you leave goblins alone, troll? How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm a prefect too, you twit. That's it. 50 house points. You really can't do that.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I most
Students in the hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacula.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
I had planned to bet
Revelio.
galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Not Ravenclaw?
I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would
온
not
김에
have
한번
been
열어볼까요?
that. Not this year, anyway.
I'm partial to Hufflepuff
문
myself.
연다. 불이 들어왔는데 저기 약간 그 흑백으로 보이길래 한 번 더 갔었어. 이것도 레벨이네. 지금 열 수 있는 게 레벨 1밖에 없어서.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh goodness, you're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
기꺼이 도와드릴게요.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
조각상이 몇 개죠?
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
더 도와드리면 뭘 해주실 건가요?
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance.
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alahamora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
계속 찾아볼게요.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
자, 그 다음에 퀘스트. 이거 아직 디포소를 배워야 되는데? 디포소? 잠깐. 아, 얘가 디포소구나. 디포소 가르치는구나. 샤프 교수님 과제를 하러 가야겠는데? 와, 이 퀘스트 이거 지나가는 것만으로도 지금 드랍이 프레임이 안 나오는데. 와, 진짜. 새 퀘스트. 아, 새 퀘스트. 일단 그 메인 퀘스트 하려면 이거부터 해야 되니까. 아닌데? 집중력 마법약을 획득하고 사용하세요. 집중력 마법약. 막시마와 에두루스 마법약을 획득하고 두 마법약을 동시에 사용하세요. 저걸 어떻게, 일단 지도에 혹시 표시가 있나? 지도에 뭐 표시가 없네. 저 어디서 구하지 그러면? 집중력 마법약. 자, 천천히 읽어봅시다. 피핀의 마법약 상점에서 구할 수 있다고? 그렇구나. 그러면 저기 그쪽으로 날아가야겠는데? 그 마법약 상점으로 가야 되겠는데? 아, 그럼 지도. 아, 여기 있다. 마법약 상점. 오케이. 여기로 순간 이동.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
잠깐 지도에서 표시를 해놔. 일단 그럼 여기까지.